My experiment was to find the effect of a cell phone video game on blood pressure and pulse. Almost everyone at almost every age has a cell phone, and many people like to play video games on them. But what effect is this having on their pulse and blood pressure? It was my hypothesis that the older the player, the more likely their pulse and blood pressure would go up. To test my hypothesis, I took the pulse and blood pressure of subjects after a minute's rest. In this example, the blood pressure is 110/82 and the pulse is 72. Then I had them play an action game called Jetpack Joyride for 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, I took their pulse and blood pressure again. In this example, the blood pressure is 128/73 and the pulse is 76. 19 subjects were tested and divided into 3 age groups. The first group was 25 years old and under. The second group was 25 to 50 years old, and the third group was over 50 years old. My results showed that the majority of subjects in the under 25 group had an increase in pulse, while the majority of subjects in the other 2 groups had a decrease. The majority of both the under 25 and 25 to 50 groups had an increase in systolic blood pressure, while all of the over 50 group had a decrease. The majority of the under 25 group had an increase in diastolic blood pressure. The majority of the 25 to 50 group had a decrease or no change, and the majority of the over 50 group had a decrease. It is my conclusion that the younger the player, the more likely there will be an increase in blood pressure and pulse. The older the player, the more likely there will be a decrease in blood pressure and pulse.